One of the biggest things that I have seen that has been asked for the last few weeks has been lower tier US anti-radiation missiles. Before we dive into this video, I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the like button and subscribed, because only 11% of my current viewers are subscribed. Also, feel free to join the Discord link down below in the description. So in this video, we're going to be going over two things. One being the A4M, this is a modernized A4 SKYHAWK, and two, the AGM-45 Shriek, which if you guys are not too familiar with the Shriek, it was a program born out of the 60s that basically took the AIM-7 Sparrow and then modified it for anti-radiation missile use, and it actually is a pretty cool missile. So if you guys have been living under a rock for the last several months, Gaijin has added anti-radiation missiles to the game, and they're pretty fun. The issue is, the lowest tier one you're going to find for the United States is, if I recall, 11.7. If I recall. And that's the AGM-122. The only real usable one, being the AGM-88A and the C, are sitting at 12.3 for the lowest, if I recall correctly. The lowest tier Russian one is currently 11.0, if I recall, maybe 11.3. So significantly lower in BR. Now, why this is such a big issue is that means that there are US and NATO SAM systems at 10.0 that can see Russian anti-radiation missiles. Now, the cutoff for those being, obviously, they can only see certain bands of radar, but you can just decide which ones you want to bring based on which countries you fight, and whichever countries, systems use said radar. Now, the thing with the United States, and what I'm confused by, is Gaijin's decision to add only the AGM-122 sidearm and the AGM-88. And in fact, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, to be completely honest. They kind of just skipped the entire, 60s, 70s, and even the 80s generation of anti-radiation missile carriers, minus the sidearm on the Harrier. And that is, they skipped the A4, the F4, the F105, the F100, and that's just a shame. Now, the A4M has been a SKYHAWK that has been in the, in Gaijin's files, Gaijin's little secret files, that they've had for a while now. I think it's been there for about 3 years. It is essentially the A4N that we have in the Israeli tech tree, except with different weapon systems on board, because Israel did not operate all the systems the United States did. So imagine it essentially being the A4N, but with really modern air-to-air weapons, much more modern air-to-ground munitions, and of course the AGM-45 Shriek. Now, this would be a platform, I'd say, put it at 10.3, maybe 10.0. Give it access to the AGM-45 Shriek, AGM-65s, the AGM-62s, the GBU-8s, all the normal A4 SKYHAWK things. And this just gives America, the lower tier suppression of enemy air defense aircraft we've been asking for, our little anti-radiation missile slinger, our little beautiful SKYHAWK that it could be, but we don't have it because Gaijin hates us US mains. We're just the filth. Anyways, I'm going on and on. I'm a little bit pissy because it's my favorite plane, and Gaijin just doesn't like us enough to just give us one tiny little strike platform that couldn't hurt a fly. I mean, it only is responsible for, killing hundreds of people or something. I don't really remember. I was gonna make some joke about Top Gun, but I forget. So the A4M, pretty modern A4, has upgraded weapons, receives anti-radiation missiles, can fulfill what the MiG-27 is doing for the Russians, and the Su-25T, and the Su-24, and all of the MiG-29s, except for I think the 2, and the Su-34, and the you guys get the point. You guys get the point. Russia has a lot of anti-radiation missile carriers, and they have 11 different anti-radiation missiles. And I'm not going to complain about that because, yes, the two the US have, both the AGM-88 variants, they're amazing. They're the best ones in the game, in my opinion. But except the Chinese LD-10, and the Russian KH-25 MPU, and the Russian... Okay, you guys get the point. Hopefully you guys can relate to this video. Hopefully this will get enough traction that Gaijin decides to add the A4M and the AGM-45 Shriek. Preferably, yesterday. That'd be ideal. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making it. And I will see you guys in the next one.